Hello, student. I, Dr. Shafali Jain, Assistant Professor, Tirthankar Mahavir University. Student, today we discuss about the RIS line. RIS line, the marginal product of a particular factor may be negative if the quantity used is too large. An isoquant will include points denoting such factor quantities because it includes all factors combination producing the same output. An isoquant or Urach shaped as shown its areas of rational operation lies between the rest line as it means the part which is under this areas oral shapes. ये oral shapes it is the oral shape. So it is the rational areas, area of rational, and the forms will produce only in those segments of isoquant which are convex to the origin and lie between the ridge lines. So a rational producer will not be operate on this part of the a rational producer will operate only in the part which is come in the ridge line. Uh, Ridge lines are the locus of points of iso point where the marginal product MP of factor are zero. The which are the out of the ridge line out of the iso point these areas where MP of the factors are zero. The upper ridge lines implies zero these parts. Uh, MP implies 0 ampere of capital and the lower ridge lines implies 0 ampere of the labor. This parts. Which parts? It means जो भाग आइसोक्वेंट के अंदर ये ओवल एरियाज के अंदर आता है इट इज अ रेशनल एरिया ऑफ रेशनल ऑपरेशंस बट ये जो पार्ट्स है यहाँ एमपी से होती है वो जीरो होती है हियर कैपिटल की एमपी यहाँ पर जीरो है और हियर जो लेबर है उसकी एमपी जीरो है प्रोटेक्शन टेक्निक्स आर ओनली एफिशिएंट इनसाइड द रिज लाइन जितना भी प्रोटेक्शन इस लाइंस के अंदर हो रहा है वो तो वो तो एफिशिएंट है बट जितना भी प्रोटेक्शन इस लाइन के बाहर है वो इनएफिशिएंट है द मार्जिनल प्रोडक्ट ऑफ द फैक्टर्स आर नेगेटिव एंड द मेथड्स ऑफ प्रोडक्शन आर inefficient outside the ridge line. Understood? You have to understood the marginal product of the factors are negative. Here, negative and methods of production are insufficient outside the ridge lines. It's the ridge line और जितना भी पार्ट्स ये बाहर का है ये सब इसका कोई इंपॉर्टेंस नहीं है इन द फिगर कर्व ओ कर्व ओ ए ये कर्व ओ ए and curve OB. This is are the ridge lines and oval-shaped isoquant, and this is the isoquant. ये oval-shaped isoquant. In between these lines on point V, J, L, and which parts is which parts are showing ये V, J, L, N and H, K, M, P. Economically feasible units of the capital and labor can be employed to produce 100, 200, 300, 400 units of product. For example, OT. Here you see OT of labor and ST. It's ST units of the capital can produce 100 units of production, but the same output can be obtained by using the same quantity of the labor OT and less quantity of capital VT. It's VT. So this quantity is useless. SV is useless. So thus only an unwise producer will produce in the total results of the ISO 100 because the MP of here, the capital MP SV tech is 0. So then the producer can produce same quantity 100 units capital VT and labor OT used. So the dotted segment of isoquant from the uneconomic reason of production because they require an increase in the use of the both factors with no corresponding increase in output. If the points G, J, G, G, J, L, and HKMLP are connected with the lines and OA, this line, OA and OB, they are the ridge lines. On both sides, the ridge lines, it is uneconomical for the firms to produce while it is economical feasible to produce inside the ridge line. So which parts is inside the ridge line is economical and it is uneconomical areas. Now, the two reasons of the prediction we draw ridge lines, the locus of the points of isoquant where the marginal product of the factors are zero. Here I also shown in this figure isoquant are rightward bending MPK. K is a denote capital is zero. And where the marginal product of factor are zero from the ridge lines, the area enclosed by two ridge lines. Area is enclosed by two ridge lines. The economical reason. Its area is economical reasons and its area non-economical reason, uneconomical reason. And economical reason of production and area outside of the ridge lines is uneconomical reason of the production. And this area because the MPL, labor MPL is 0 and MPK is equal to 0. There are two ridge lines because there are two variable factors. Two variable factors, labor and capital. Per ridge lines implies that the MPK is 0. I also written here MPK is also 0 or negative at any point above it. The lower ridge lines imply that the MPL is equal to 0 or negative at the point to the right of it. Prediction techniques are only efficient inside the ridge line. Which prediction is used inside the ridge line is efficient. Outside the ridge lines, the marginal product of the factors are 0 or negative and the methods of prediction are inefficient, which it's a non-economical and inefficient product area since they are required more of both factors for producing a given level of output. Such inefficient methods are not considered by the theory of production since they implies irrational behavior of the firms. The condition of the positive but declining marginal product of the two factors define the range of efficient product, the range of isoquant over which they are convex to the origin. So, in this topic, you also see ridge line exclude these area parts that can be seen and which are under the ridge line and the area which are under the ridge line it's a economical and productive area and the area which are outside the ridge line it is a uneconomic and unproductive area. We see here the students, I think you completely understood what is the ridge line, what is the economic area, what is the economic area. It is the economic area because in this area MPL is 0 and the above the ridge line MPK is also 0. So I think you understood it. Thank you. Thank you very much.